COVID is something that has affected every single person in this world's life in many ways, and some more than others. But I'm very sure that we all know what COVID is. And just in case you don't, COVID is a virus that first began, I want to say, early March in the US. And from there, it grew into this massive thing that would end up taking millions of lives. And it affects everyone for up to 14 days. And the people at full risk are those with medical conditions like diabetes and old age. And these people are known as high risk patients. Now, now over the months, people have recently begun losing interest in COVID. And what I mean by this is that at first their like paranoia was up here and their safety was up here. Now their paranoia is down here and their safety is like right here. There's still people, a lot of people still wear masks because it's a daily thing now, but they're not really scared of COVID anymore. And COVID has been here since March, and since then the US has become the number one country with it, no matter it's COVID cases or deaths. And this is due to people not caring about spreading it. And since people stopped caring about COVID, cases in Colorado have began going up, which is something that we all together, collectively, as a community, should change. And when it comes to COVID, there are a lot of symptoms that come along with it. And I'm gonna give you a list of those symptoms which you should watch out for. A fever, a cough, fatigue, loss of taste or smell, which is the main indicator, sore throat, diarrhea, congestion, or a runny nose. Now, at first look, these symptoms aren't that great, just because you have a headache doesn't mean you have COVID, or because your nose is runny, you have COVID. No, none of that. Because especially during this season where it's like flu season, it's known as flu season. So you could just have the flu. But the main indicator, which is the loss of taste and smell, is the key factor to telling if you have COVID or not. And you should listen to me because I personally went through COVID. And the things that happened to me was that the first thing that happened was that I lost taste or smell. So I couldn't taste anything or smell anything. And I discovered this one day when I was eating cereal and I was like, the cereal tastes kind of bland. And so I went to get a test and I came out positive. The next thing that happened was that I would, on some days, get a terrible headache, a massive headache, which would affect me so much because I couldn't even sleep because of how my head was pulsating with pain from COVID. And lastly, I haven't done much reading about this. I haven't done much research about this, but it's something that personally affected me when I had COVID. My nose was burning. When you get pushed into a pool and when you come back up and your nose burns, it was that kind of burn, that kind of sensation throughout the whole day. And not only did it affect me, COVID also affected the people around me, as in my family that lives with me. My brother got COVID, my sister got COVID, and my dad got COVID. And out of those three, my dad is the most at risk because he is pre-diabetic and because of his age. So he needs to take care. And with this, let me tell you how to prevent COVID so you don't make the same mistakes that I did, spreading it to my family. First thing, you have to wear a mask. One of these. Wherever you go. Doesn't matter if it's inside your house. Well, if you have COVID inside your house. If you don't, then you don't have to. Or at the store. You have to take your mask everywhere. Because it prevents you from inhaling the virus or even giving it to other people. At least through speaking or sneezing. Because there's something there to block it. And recently if you go to the store, there have been some people that don't wear their mask. You could go outside and spot one person that's not wearing their mask. And that's their own decision. But at the end of the day, it affects all of us. Now, another thing that you could also do is have hand sanitizer on you, which I currently don't have on me, but have hand sanitizer on you because it kills germs. It kills the germs that you may have touched from going to the grocery store or other places because it has a 99.9% rate of killing germs, something like that. And I know it doesn't guarantee anything, but having at least hand sanitizer and a mask helps you like a little. It's preventive measures for a reason. And something you could also do is tell people to wear their mask if you see them not wearing a mask, because at the end of the day, it affects them and people around you. And COVID has recently had a surge everywhere of cases, to the point where in Colorado, there's a rumor that I heard that we're going to soon go into a lockdown for like, I think it was 4 weeks, in order to reset the whole like Colorado economy, I guess. But it's going to help stop COVID, staying inside for 4 weeks. And overall, COVID has affected everybody negatively, but that doesn't change the fact that people shouldn't stop caring about it and should instead do everything that they can to prevent it from spreading any further than it already has. And with this, I'm not saying don't go outside or don't have fun. I'm just saying to like wear your mask wherever you go, because at the end of the day, that's going to help you one way or another. And to also bring hand sanitizer with you, because it kills germs. So let's say someone that had COVID touched like a stool, like a sitting place, and you sat on it, and you touched like the handles. You not by not having hand sanitizer and clean your hands afterwards, you could also get COVID. So with hand sanitizer, you could do that. And what I'm trying to say basically is COVID is still very much alive and very much dangerous in society right now. So do your part to help stop COVID so that we could further society. Thank you.